I've been doing digital marketing now for many, many months. I started actually in October last year. If there's one word I am so sick of, it's the word strategy. And why is that? Because strategy is so important in order to grow on social media and YouTube and blah blah blah. You have to do this and this and this. It needs to fill all these criteria, it needs to be this and this, but at the same time, you should stand out. You shouldn't do what everyone else is doing. What's the point? As I've been trying to soak up tips and advice from more experienced YouTubers, because I do actually believe that it's a smart thing to, these people have been through the same thing as you, and it's smart to have someone to guide you regardless of whatever you choose. But at some point, I do also believe that it's important to find your own way in this. And if you are obsessing too much over how you should do things and how everyone else is doing it, and you're not growing because of that, they're growing because of that, therefore you must do that, and all those things, you're just gonna get tired of it, I think. Because first of all, okay, there's one thing I've learned, but I can't say that this is gonna apply for everyone. This 100% applies for me and people like me, but I cannot say that this applies for everyone. My number one motivator is joy. And that's gonna sound so obvious. Obviously, we want to do things that brings us joy, right? Should you choose money or should you choose passion? And I tried to choose the money for a long period of time. It didn't take me anywhere because I didn't deeply enjoy it. I thought I did, because I pivoted and I switched gears. I started new accounts. I tried it multiple times, tried multiple side hustles, and every time I switched gears, every time I pivoted, I was like, oh, so this is what I should be doing. This is the right way to do it. Oh, okay, this is so different. This is so much better than my last side hustle. This is the one that's going to get me to $1 million. This is what's going to give me financial freedom, time freedom, and location freedom. That's ultimately the three things I wanted. And that's ultimately, I think, the things that everyone wants. They don't need to articulate it, but I think that's what most people want. Honestly, who doesn't want to be free? Who doesn't want to have all the money in the world and be able to travel whenever you want, live your life on your terms, being your own boss? Not everyone wants to be their own boss, but I think most people want to be free. I chose money because I listened to Iman Gaji, and he said that you shouldn't choose passion. You should choose success. You should choose a business that's gonna generate money so you can live your life the way you want, basically, something along those lines. And I don't disagree, but I think I underestimated the importance of choosing a career that fits you and choosing a path that you are 100% aligned with, and not just 80% or 90% aligned with. Because I honestly thought I was 100% aligned with my last side hustle, which was faceless digital marketing, and I haven't abandoned that yet. I'm still working on it, but I'm not prioritizing it over anything else that's happening in my life. I just kind of let it run its own thing in the background while I'm doing my life, because I've seen how much time it takes. I knew it was going to take a lot of time and effort, so I never thought it was going to be easy or anything. I noticed how much it consumed from me to build up that business. And when you do that for X amount of months without seeing anything in return for it, that's the name of the game. But I think it made me realize that even if I'm getting sales, it's not going to be enough for me. It's not something that I see myself doing for a long time. I honestly feel like YouTube is the only place, at least the only place that I know of, where you can just be yourself. You can honestly just press record and talk and be yourself and still make it work. Of course, I want to make money. Of course, that is it's always going to be a goal for me to make money through whatever I'm putting my time and effort into doing. I think everyone wants that, essentially. If you're an artist, right, and you paint or you draw or you make music, it's not unlikely that your goal is to make a living off of it. That's where you find passion. That's where you find motivation. That's where you find energy. And I've learned a lot from the last few months of doing digital marketing and my journey with posting on social media. When I say social media, I don't mean YouTube, because I don't consider it social media the same way as I do with TikTok and Instagram, because it's different. I don't know how to explain it. It's just I don't feel threatened, the same way with YouTube. I feel like whatever is short form content is some kind of evil. It's melting your dopamine stuff in your brain. I don't know how to explain it. Don't ask me. If you do a doom scroll for 4 hours on TikTok, after those 4 hours, you feel like shit, literal shit. If I spend 4 hours on YouTube, I will most likely have learned something. It's not quick entertainment that just disappears when you swipe, You need to actually hold your attention. This stuff fuels me in a different way, because it's not like I have a script that I'm reading off from, because I did that with Instagram. Like, I did that for 4 months. I made scripts, tried to sell digital products. It was fun, I guess. Yes, it was fun, because I learned something new, and I guess you can say I learned marketing, actually. I learned a lot of things that I'm taking with me to my YouTube account, even though this is not going to be a marketing account. I don't want this account to be revolved around money. It's not going to be a finance channel. However, I do want to share my thoughts on digital marketing and what I have spent these last months doing, because it's a part of my life. It's part of my my history, my roots. It's a big part of me, I really tried to create a business. I'm not gonna say that I completely failed, but I pivoted many times, and this is not like a pivot as in I'm taking my business and switching it over to YouTube. Like, it's not gonna be that here. YouTube is gonna be a free space. That's what I'm saying. YouTube is just, it's like a friend, like an actual, we put your bar here, you breathe, you relax, it's okay. It's a safe space. And I'm not going to read off a script. I'm just going to be completely me. This is just me and my thoughts. And it might be a little chaotic, especially in the beginning. I haven't really done these videos in a while. But yeah, that's how we're going to do it. And hopefully in time, these videos will be a little bit more structured, a little bit more fast-paced, perhaps, as time goes. I think I'm gonna get better at creating videos, as it is with everything. I noticed my improvements in my last side hustle ventures, how quickly you get better as long as you do something often enough. I created a lot of content. I sat on my phone almost all the time, right? Just because I soaked up everything there was. I wanted to know everything. I wanted to know every single thing, all the strategies, the tricks, the hashtags, the SEO, how you could optimize your content in every single way, how you can gain followers as fast as possible, how you can get sales, how you can gain know, like, and trust, how to find your audience, how to talk to your audience, everything. On top of that, how to make your own digital product, how to sell a product, etc., etc. So I've definitely learned a lot, and knowledge is power. And I definitely have a lot of thoughts on it, so I'm not gonna go too much into it right now, but yeah, it just feels good to kind of have a place where you can just sit down and be like, yo, this is what I've done. It just feels good to be kind of vulnerable, but also just open, and not go into this with, like I said, an agenda where I'm like, okay guys, so I'm here to talk about my products, click on the link in my bio and buy all that shit. No. And yes, I have affiliate links in my description box, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you go and click on those links so you can make me stinking rich. I'm not going to do that here. This is going to be 100% 100% me. I'm not going to try to sell you anything. You can just relax. This is just going to be me talking about my life, my thoughts, my experiences, and my journey. That's also a bit of a traumatizing word. The word strategy and the word journey, they're giving me a little bit of an ick because I've used those words in my marketing a little too much probably. But I love vlogging. I love talking to my followers. I love talking to the camera, trying to make sense out of my fleeting thoughts and trying to make sense of my life and where I'm going. And also, I'm not sure if I'm going to do tutorials. There's a small part of me that kind of wants to like do tech reviews just because it's so fucking fun. I love watching tech videos and reviews on lenses, microphones, whatever equipment that I can use to make better content or to make my workflow and life easier, whatever it is, I love it. So maybe I'll do that. We'll see. We'll see. Just gonna say, I'm gonna be completely honest all the time on this account, on this channel. So if you have a hard time hearing someone speaking the raw truth, this is not the place for you. Yeah. See you soon.